Hey folks, it's your girl Lexi Mahari back with another episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. And in this episode, we're going to dive into Kanye West purchasing a property across the street from Kim Kardashian. Stalkerish or just trying to be a dad? Let's chat. Hey folks, it's your girl Lexi Mahari. Welcome back for another episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. Before we dive into today's episode, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can receive notification each time I upload a brand new video. So in this episode, we're going to dive into Kanye West purchasing property across the street from Kim Kardashian. He allegedly has purchased a $4.5 million home across the street from Kim Kardashian. And the internet and YouTube streets are abuzz about this decision. Many people are accusing Kanye of being stalkerish in his behavior and trying to win his wife back. However, I myself have to challenge the rationale. Sure, there may be some element of truth to what folks are alleging here, that he is trying to somehow keep his eyes on Kim Kardashian, perhaps win her back. But the fact that he has purchased a home across the street may also be his effort to remain in his children's lives. Now, there are some rational reasons why people might challenge this. We know that Kanye, for a period, was residing in a whole other state. Particularly during mental health or alleged mental health uh, episodic events. And so the fact that he is now looking to purchase property across the street from his wife's home is, of course, raising eyebrows. And folks are questioning whether or not Kim should be concerned. Is her safety at jeopardy? What's his motive for doing this? Is he trying to keep an eye on his wife's comings and goings, and or who is coming to the home? It's anyone's guess. But I challenge folks to consider, how do we know he's just not trying to remain close by and in his children's lives? And then there's also the potential that maybe he and Kim came to this agreement on their own. I don't know that at the time of this video I have heard anything in which Kim Kardashian is pushing back against the idea of him being across the street. And in an article at parents.com, the author actually dove into talking about how the way in which people are going about co-parenting these days looks a lot different than how it might have looked when some of us were children. Gone are the days in which people are exchanging custody for a weekend or for a summer or for a special holiday. People actually are trying to live in close vicinity of one another. Some people, yes, they actually live across the street or just a few houses down. Some people live in the same subdivision, maybe not necessarily on the same street, but it is their effort to remain active in their children's lives. Some people even have what is referred to as a nesting approach, in which the children are able to remain in their home, but the parents rotate their stay in the home. Some people do that. So there are a lot of ways in which people are approaching divorce and how it is they share custody. On some levels, for the adult, it can be unnerving, right? Because this person, potentially, if they're at home all the time, they're going to see the comings and goings across the street, potentially, right? They're going to know what's happening in your life in a way that maybe they wouldn't have known things were happening, and vice versa. You're going to watch, as this author said in the parents.com article, you may watch this person also with their comings and goings, and you get to see them move on with their lives as well in real time, which may not be such a comfortable thing for the adults in the relationship. But for the children, hopefully this is actually a good thing, that they know that their dad is just across the street anytime they want to see him. If they want to talk to him, they have that ability to go across the street and have those conversations, talk to their dad, see their dad, and or, I don't know if that's going to be true for the adults, being able to come across and visit one another, or that they would want to. But that's what we're looking at this time. So you know, is it stalkerish? Potentially, I understand why people might feel that way given some of the comments that Kanye has allegedly made in the media about wanting his wife back. But, at the end of the day, we don't know yet if, perhaps this was an agreement between Kim and Kanye that he could live nearby or across the street for that matter. Maybe Kim told him about the property. We never know. Now, there is a report out this morning with the New York Post in which they are saying that Kanye has plans to drop even more money on this property. He is actually going to tear down the home and build a brand new home to his liking. So he is serious. He has significant plans to go ahead and, begin construction as soon as possible. So that's what we know. And I guess only time will tell if this decision to move across the street was a good one. The decision to move across the street may seem unorthodox to some of us, but if this is a legitimate effort to move across the street so that he is an active participant in his children's lives, I will say hats off to him. We often as a society criticize fathers of divorced situations for not being an active participant in their children's lives. So, again, if Kanye is doing this for the sole purpose maybe of being near his children, then I say hats off to him. And if he and Kim are going to figure out a way to navigate a very, a somewhat unusual circumstance, I won't say very, because as I mentioned earlier, people are doing this, but a somewhat unusual circumstance, for the benefit of their children, I wish them luck. Well, folks, that's it for today's episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Before we go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.